YouTube, what is up? What is good, you guys? It's the Boul, Nate, and man, this is a video that I was kind of like, should I make it, should I not make it? But since I'm part of this community, yeah, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it, and I basically wanted to talk about the state of the hobby, state of the sports car hobby, because I feel like we're at a crossroads right now. I feel like we're at the intersection of like, what should we do? Who's doing what? So pretty much I'm gonna start with how did the hobby change, or when did the hobby change? So pretty much the beginning of the pandemic, that's pretty much where things changed, because that's kind of the moment where sports cars became, or like the sports car hobby became a stock market. Because like that's pretty much where you saw a bunch of investors, you see a bunch of influencers come to the hobby, even a bunch of celebrities, athletes come to the hobby, and instead of sport cars being more just like, have fun, rip kind of thing, it became a more money ploy. It became people more in there just for the flip. As you can see, because shoot, with retail cards, like retail boxes that normally you could go. I remember in college, shoot, that's all I could afford was like going to a Target, go to a Walmart, and get a $20 box. But you saw during the pandemic, they're going for 20, they're going for like 80, 100. And obviously, I know some of that is really because of the supply chain issues, everything's closed down. But still, like when you see $20 boxes sell for 80, 100, and it's like basic. Well, I won't say basic, but it's more like I guess I want to say low budget, or I got low tier brands like Downriss, Hoops, things like that. It's like that. Like, hold on, like these were $20. Now they're 80, 100. So I think that's where the hobbies pretty much took a turn. That's pretty much where that's kind of where like it got to us now, where like it's kind of like a big flip industry. Like like I said, a lot of the investors, a lot of influencers, I'm gonna call them out. So Gary V kind of came in there, and there are a bunch of others too. But like pretty much they're influenced the hobby because people see them as successful, so they're gonna take their word as gospel. So Gary V could, for example, could say, "Hey, invest in." I don't know. Invest in Colin Murray autos. So he says that, and sure, you're gonna have what, 20,000, 50,000, $100 people trying to buy Colin Murray autos, and like that's gonna obviously influence the market, because obviously you're gonna go eBay. Instead of all stuff for like 150, 200, they might start stuff for 250, 300, 350, 400, and obviously much more depending on which kind of auto it is. So this that influence on the market it literally fluctuate things. Like it kind of throws things off balance. And obviously when you're like a normal collector like me and yourself watching this video, it's kind of like you can't keep up, because obviously that influence the price. If you're trying to sell with your coins, or you're trying to be like, hey, like I'm gonna finally get like a Colin Murray auto. Shoot, you look at the price, like, oh, okay, $200 I could do. $200, I might save up a check or two. I might not order out as much, or I might hold off on the box for now to get that auto. But then when you finally ready to buy it, you see it's like 400. Hold on, no, that's too much. And that's where you see a lot of times on Twitter or IG, you see a lot of people saying like, hey, like I get priced out the hobby, because you see autos selling for way more than you can afford, or way more than they even should be. Same with hobby boxes, because you see a lot of the similar people like buying up, hoarding cases, boxes of products. And I say again, some of it is due to a supply chain and things like that. But we see box prices. Shoot, I'm going back to my classic example, Donruss. I remember doing Donruss football for like $60, $70. A box of it now, regardless of basketball, football, is $350, $400. I ain't gonna do that. It's the fact that I know that, like, hey, a box used to be $60, $70, and now it's 5 to 6 times the price. Come on, like unfortunately, unfortunately, that's where we at because everything's getting so overpriced. Everything turned to investment. Like every big card is an investment. Every box is an investment. And that's the reason why you see, like I said before, people getting priced out the hobby, or they're saying they can't afford the hobby no more because they just keep going up because everything's treated as a stock. So like that's pretty much really the biggest issue when it comes to that. Another issue is I think we're going to slowly get into a junk era. So reason why I said it because one, Panini is producing so many products. So I mean, cause like I remember, like, cause obviously Panini core products is like hoops. Well, for basketball it's like hoops, Donruss, that. But pretty much for all sport, I'm gonna go. It's like Donruss, actually National Treasures, Flawless, Prism, Select. I'm trying to remember. I know a bunch of others. I just can't think of them right now. But yeah, like Panini has the core products, but like recently they've been putting in so many new products in, and also Panini's been putting in so many rookie cards or different variations of rookie cards because obviously the age of grading is a big one, but they trying to satisfy the pretty much satisfy the demand, so they don't keep putting in cards. But honestly, over time we got like a rookie of like Wander Franco, for example. If he has like 100 different rookie variations, one, that's gonna flood the market, and two, his cards will be cheap. So pretty much we coupled that with like the different products that they're coming out with, and then obviously got like Chronicles. That's another thing. So it's just like that's into the jungle wax era, and then also now we got the I forgot the fake jerseys or the what's like the material, like the materials not from like any specific game or season. It's like, bro, like it's like what? So yeah, like unfortunately, I feel like we're definitely heading towards the junk era, which I think will be actually a good reset for what's going on because, like I said, if we go to junk wax era, then that's gonna bring the price down on pretty much everything. So that's gonna be kind of like a reset, but at the same time, we see how the '90s were with the junk wax era. Like pretty much a lot of those cards are worthless. I mean, obviously they're not worthless to everybody because you could playing players are PC. So, but I would say like selling wise, they're worthless. Like you're trying to trade them in for something. A lot of table dealers or your local card store, them like the cards are cool, but they're not worth anything. So no point of us, getting in your whole collection if we can't move them. They're just gonna just sit there. So yeah, like that's another big thing. But pretty much at the end of the day, like I'm really hoping that this, I guess, kind of like this bubble that we're in right now, the hobby. I wish it could eventually. I think eventually it'll pop. Eventually we'll get back to just being able to just collect easily, be able to afford more boxes, be able to have more fun hobby. I know. Like obviously, there's definitely a community. There's definitely people on Twitter, on IG, Facebook, where like you're definitely just cool with like regardless. But there's been so much friction. There's been so much tension in the hobby, and I think that maybe because it's just like we kind of fighting between we're trying to find between like people, like the true members of the hobby that are like in it for fun, in it for the community, in it for the family of it. And they got then you got the other side where it's kind of like more in it for the money, more in it for the fame, the influence, the clout of everything. So, and actually, hold on, I got one more point, and that is the breakers. So, obviously, we see a bunch of breakers in the news. I forget offhand, but we got some breakers that like pull a big car, don't sell it, or there's some shipping issues, or the antics on camera is not good. It's like that's another thing because breakers is another thing that are driving the prices because they get so much alignment of the product, so that pretty much drives the demand, which drives up the price. So if we can somehow end I guess slowly get rid of the investors or the influencers and tear down on the breakers, I think we can definitely get the hobby back to where it was pre-pandemic, where I think more majority of the people, regardless of age or how much you make, they can at least have their niche in the hobby and be happy and be able to, enjoy themselves while dressing like that. I can't afford this card, or that I can't afford this box, or I feel like I can price out the hobby, or the hobby's not fun anymore, and that. Instead of like, yeah, the hobby's good, I just bought this car, hey, I was able to rent this box, or hey, I was able to hang out with my fellow, I guess, hobby mates, just kick with them, open cup boxes. Because like that's what a true hobby is. Like that's pretty much what happened while I went in. Like I was, me and my friends in college, we was playing boxes. We was playing boxes of Congress. That's how much that's how little money we had. So honestly, at the end of the day, we can just get through those things. I think us as a community, we can definitely get better. I honestly can't wait for that. But even in regards right now, to stay true to yourself, continue to try to collect what you can collect, continue to be great people in hobby, continue to be great people in the world. And things could change. I believe in that. So again, hopefully y'all enjoy this video. God bless. Stay true to the hobby and catch you next time.